the Knights Templar. The very name evokes a sense of mystery and intrigue. They are the stuff of legends, whispered about in hushed tones and shrouded in centuries of speculation. Were they valiant knights, protectors of the Holy Grail? Or were they a secretive cabal, harboring ancient secrets and amassing untold wealth? The truth, as is often the case, lies somewhere between these extremes. The Templars have captivated the imaginations of historians, novelists, and conspiracy theorists alike. Their iconic image, white mantles emblazoned with a red cross, has been replicated in countless works of art and literature. Their story is a tapestry woven from threads of faith, warfare, and ultimately tragedy. To understand the Knights Templar, we must journey back to the Middle Ages, a time of religious fervor and brutal conflict. It was an era marked by the Crusades, a series of holy wars waged between Christians and Muslims for control of the Holy Land. Out of this crucible of faith and violence emerged a new breed of warrior, the Knights Templar. The First Crusade, launched in 1095 CE, saw Christian armies capture Jerusalem after almost 50 years of Muslim rule. Pilgrims from Europe, eager to visit the newly liberated holy sites, began to flock to the Holy Land. However, the journey was fraught with peril. Bandits and marauders preyed on these vulnerable travelers, making the pilgrimage a dangerous undertaking. It was against this backdrop of religious zeal and ongoing conflict that the Knights Templar emerged. Founded in 1119 CE by a group of French knights led by Hugues de Payan, their initial purpose was surprisingly straightforward: to protect Christian pilgrims making their way to and from Jerusalem. Recognizing the need for a dedicated force to safeguard these religious travelers, King Baldwin II of Jerusalem granted the Templars quarters on the Temple Mount, the holiest site in Christendom. It was from this location that they derived their name, the Poor Fellow Soldiers of Christ and of the Temple of Solomon, later shortened to the Knights Templar. The Templars were more than just soldiers. They were warrior monks, bound by vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience. They swore to defend the Holy Land and protect pilgrims, dedicating their lives to God and the Church. Their early days were marked by austerity and hardship. Lacking resources and manpower, they relied on donations and the support of powerful patrons to sustain their mission. However, their unwavering commitment to their cause and their reputation for bravery in battle quickly earned them recognition and respect. Word of their exploits spread throughout Christendom, attracting new recruits and bolstering their ranks. The Knights Templar were instrumental in ensuring the safety of pilgrims traveling to the Holy Land. Their presence on the dangerous roads leading to Jerusalem provided a much-needed deterrent against banditry and violence, but their role would soon expand beyond that of mere protectors. The Templars were about to embark on a path that would see them become major players in the political and economic landscape of the medieval world. The Knights Templars' early days were characterized by a stark contrast between their limited resources and their grand ambitions. Headquartered in the hallowed halls of the Temple Mount, they were entrusted with safeguarding the very heart of Christendom. Yet, their numbers were small, their coffers light, and their influence barely a whisper in the grand scheme of the Crusades. Despite these challenges, the Templars possessed an unwavering dedication to their sacred duty. They understood the weight of their responsibility, recognizing that the safety of pilgrims and the sanctity of the Holy Land rested upon their shoulders. Their commitment to their vows was absolute, their resolve hardened by the harsh realities of life in the Holy Land. Their early operations were a testament to their resourcefulness and unwavering faith. They patrolled the treacherous roads leading to Jerusalem, often outnumbered and outmatched by the bandits and marauders they faced. Yet they fought with a ferocity and determination that belied their small numbers, earning a reputation for unwavering courage and martial prowess. Section 2. The Templar Code, Discipline and Devotion. Central to the Templars' success was their strict adherence to a code of conduct. Known as the Latin Rule, it outlined rules for every Templar. This document detailed prayer schedules, dietary restrictions, and battlefield conduct. Discipline was paramount within the Templar order. The Latin Rule emphasized obedience, humility, and self-sacrifice. Their lives were dedicated to God and the defense of the Holy Land. This devotion set the Templars apart from other military orders. Section 3, the Red Cross Knights, symbols of courage and piety. The Knights Templar were readily identifiable on the battlefield. Their distinctive white mantles, adorned with a red cross, became a symbol of their unwavering faith and commitment to the defense of Christendom. This simple yet powerful emblem struck fear into the hearts of their enemies, while inspiring hope and confidence in their allies. The Red Cross held deep religious significance. It represented the bloodshed by Christ on the cross, a constant reminder of the sacrifice they were prepared to make in His name. The white mantle symbolized the purity of their cause and their dedication to living a life of virtue and piety. This iconic imagery contributed to the Templars' growing legend. Tales of their bravery and unwavering faith spread throughout Europe, carried by returning pilgrims and minstrels who sang of their exploits. The Knights Templar became synonymous with courage, piety, and unwavering dedication to the defense of Christendom, their image forever etched into the annals of history. In Section 4, from protectors to power players, the Templars' expanding influence. As the Templars' reputation for courage and piety grew, so too did their influence. Donations poured in from across Christendom, swelling their ranks and bolstering their coffers. Powerful patrons, including kings and popes, recognized the strategic value of the Templar order, showering them with land, privileges, and political support. This newfound wealth and influence allowed the Templars to expand their operations far beyond their initial mandate of protecting pilgrims. They established a network of commanderies, fortified strongholds strategically located throughout the Holy Land and Europe. These commanderies served as bases of operation, logistical hubs, and safe havens for pilgrims and travelers. The Templars' military prowess and unwavering discipline made them invaluable allies in the ongoing struggle for control of the Holy Land. They fought alongside kings and princes, often spearheading crucial battles and campaigns. Their military expertise and reputation for ferocity in battle instilled fear in their enemies and earned them the respect of their allies. Beyond the battlefield, the Templars' economic rise. The image of the Knights Templar often conjures visions of fierce warriors clad in white, their swords flashing under the scorching sun of the Holy Land. Yet, their influence extended far beyond the battlefield. The Templars were not only skilled warriors, but shrewd administrators and financiers, building an economic empire that spanned continents. Their transformation from protectors to financial titans was remarkable. It began with their vows of poverty. Knights surrendered all possessions to the Templar treasury. This wealth, combined with donations, provided a solid financial foundation. Recognizing the risks of transporting money, the Templars devised an ingenious system. They pioneered a form of proto-banking. Pilgrims could deposit valuables at a Templar preceptory and receive a letter of credit. Upon reaching Jerusalem, they could withdraw the sum at the Templar headquarters on the Temple Mount. Masters of finance, banking, and the Templar network. This innovative system of financial exchange quickly gained popularity. Not only did it offer pilgrims a safe and efficient way to manage their finances while traveling, but it also generated significant revenue for the Templar order. The small fees they charged for their services, combined with shrewd investments and astute financial management, allowed them to amass considerable wealth. The Templars' financial acumen extended beyond simple money transfers. They established a vast network of commanderies and preceptories across Europe and the Holy Land. These outposts served not only as military strongholds, but also as financial centers, facilitating trade, offering loans, and managing investments on behalf of individuals, businesses, and even royalty. Their reputation for honesty, efficiency, and financial stability made the Templars the preferred bankers of their age. Kings entrusted them with their treasuries, merchants relied on their letters of credit to facilitate international trade, and even the papacy turned to the Templars for loans and financial management. A Templar stronghold, the commanderies and their significance. The Templar network of commanderies strategically scattered across Christendom served as the backbone of their growing power and influence. These weren't merely military outposts, but multifaceted centers of Templar activity, playing vital roles in their economic, religious, and social endeavors. Each commandery, typically comprising a fortified complex, housed a contingent of knights, sergeants, and support staff. Within their walls, the Templars practiced their rigorous military training, prayed in their chapels, and managed their financial affairs. Many commanderies also served as agricultural estates, generating revenue through farming and livestock. Beyond their practical functions, commanderies served as beacons of Templar presence throughout Christendom. They provided shelter and aid to travelers, offered refuge for the poor and sick, and served as centers of learning and religious scholarship. This multifaceted role further cemented the Templars' reputation as a powerful and benevolent force within medieval society. The Templars' meteoric rise, from humble protectors to powerful financiers, did not go unnoticed. Their vast wealth, coupled with their influence in the highest echelons of power, began to attract envy and suspicion. Whispers of their growing autonomy and veiled secrecy circulated among those who felt threatened by their power. The very vows that once garnered admiration, poverty, chastity, and obedience, were now twisted into accusations of hypocrisy and deceit. Rumors spread of lavish lifestyles and secret rituals conducted behind the closed doors of their commanderies. The Templars, once hailed as heroes of Christendom, were becoming increasingly viewed with suspicion and distrust. The seeds of resentment, sown in the fertile ground of envy and fear, would eventually take root and blossom into accusations of heresy, blasphemy, and treason. The Templars' formidable power, once a source of strength, would become their undoing as powerful enemies plotted their downfall. The stage was set for one of the most dramatic and tragic chapters in the history of the Knights Templar. The early years of the Templar Order were a baptism by fire, a relentless test of their courage and commitment to their sacred duty. Thrust into the heart of the Holy Land conflict, they quickly earned a reputation for bravery. Outnumbered, the Templars embraced their role as protectors of pilgrims, patrolling treacherous roads and confronting bandits with ferocity. One notable engagement near Jericho saw André de Montbard lead a daring rescue. Charging into battle, their cries echoed as they fell upon the raiders with righteous fury. As the Templar Order grew in strength and experience, they played pivotal roles in the Holy Land conflicts. They fought alongside kings and princes, their discipline making them invaluable allies. At the Siege of Damascus in 1148, led by King Louis VII and King Conrad III, they aimed to capture Damascus, a key Seljuk stronghold. The Templars, under Grand Master Robert de Craon, played a crucial role. Despite initial successes, the siege faltered due to disagreements and a fierce Seljuk counteroffensive. The Templars fought valiantly, repelling numerous assaults and suffering heavy losses. Though the siege ended in failure, the Templars' valor and commitment solidified their reputation and earned them respect from their enemies. The year 1187 marked a turning point for the Knights Templar and the Crusader states. The Battle of Hattin, a catastrophic defeat by Saladin, sent shockwaves through Christendom. The loss of Jerusalem, the heart of the Holy Land, followed swiftly. The Templars, led by Grand Master Gerard de Riedefort, fought fiercely but were overwhelmed. De Riedefort was taken prisoner, and Jerusalem's fall was a devastating blow. The Templars relocated to Acre, remaining resolute in their defense of Christendom. The Templars' influence extended beyond the Holy Land, playing pivotal roles in European conflicts like the Reconquista. They acquired land and wealth, further expanding their power. This expansion exposed them to new challenges and entangled them in Europe's complex political web. The late 13th century saw the Crusader states in the Holy Land increasingly isolated and vulnerable. The Templars faced significant losses, including the fall of Antioch and the siege of Acre. Despite their bravery, the defenders of Acre were overwhelmed and the city fell. Grandmaster William of Beaujeu died in the chaos. The Christian hold on the Holy Land was slipping away. The loss of Acre shattered the dream of a Christian Holy Land. The Templars returned to Europe defeated, their immense wealth making them targets for suspicion. King Philip IV of France, deeply in debt to the Templars, saw an opportunity to exploit their vulnerability. Accusations of heresy and blasphemy spread, fueled by fear and envy. On Friday, October 13, 1307, King Philip IV of France ordered the arrest of the Templars. They were subjected to brutal interrogations and confessions were extracted under duress. Pope Clement V dissolved the Templar order in 1312 and their assets were seized. The downfall of the Templars, shrouded in accusations of heresy, continues to intrigue historians and conspiracy theorists. Theories abound, from devil worship to hidden treasures like the Holy Grail. The enduring fascination with the Templars speaks to their mystique. The Templars have become fertile ground for speculation and legend. The most enduring legend is their supposed connection to the Holy Grail. While there is no historical evidence, the legend persists, fueled by romantic notions of chivalry. Another legend is the curse of Jacques de Molay, the last Grand Master. As he was burned at the stake, he supposedly cursed Pope Clement V and King Philip IV. Both men died within a year, fueling speculation about the curse. The Templars' secretive nature and dramatic downfall have made them a fixture in conspiracy theories and popular fiction. Some theories suggest they survived in secret societies, influencing global events. The Freemasons are often linked to the Templars in these theories. The Knights Templar remain shrouded in mystery. While historians have made strides in separating fact from fiction, the allure of the unknown persists. The Templars were a complex organization driven by religious zeal, military ambition, and economic pragmatism. Their story continues to resonate, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. The Templars left an indelible mark on history. Their pioneering role in international banking laid the groundwork for modern practices. Their architectural marvels, like commanderies and castles, stand as testaments to their influence. These structures attract visitors and historians eager to unravel their mysteries. The Templars' story continues to fascinate and inspire, finding new life in literature, film, and popular culture. From Sir Walter Scott's Ivanhoe to Dan Brown's The Da Vinci Code, the Templars have become a staple of popular fiction. Hollywood films like Kingdom of Heaven bring the Templars to life on the big screen. Their image as chivalrous knights continues to captivate audiences. The downfall of the Templars serves as a cautionary tale about the fragility of power and the dangers of unchecked ambition. Their wealth and influence made them targets for envy and greed. Their story reminds us of the importance of transparency and accountability. The accusations of heresy highlight the dangers of religious intolerance. The Knights Templar continue to exert a powerful hold on our collective imagination. Their story, a complex tapestry of faith, warfare, and tragedy, continues to fascinate and inspire. The echoes of their story resonate in the present, challenging us to grapple with timeless questions of faith, power, and the human condition.